In the London Times, it is about 2 a.m. Eastern, and let's get started off with the Euro USD 4-hour chart. As price action continues to push forward, we are just a few pips away uh, from the recent highs being taken out around 1.095060. Uh, so wave 3 is kind of progressing, wave 3 of a lower degree, and we're actually progressing within the fifth wave of this intermediate, or not the intermediate one, but the sub-minute wave 5, which is actually going to terminate minute wave 3, and going forward. So another 100 points from here could do the trick, because it would be closer to the target around 1.11. All right, even if it hits 1.11, 1.12, I mean that's enough for the fifth wave to terminate up there. All right, so euro remains firmly on the long side. Euro bulls are absolutely in control now, and uh, I wouldn't be able to say or confirm if you're still sitting on the sidelines, it would be a better place to enter. But believe it or not, if you hit the buy button now, it may not be the best price to do so, because we're almost 150 points higher from yesterday's intraday lows around 780. So it's not one of the best prices to enter. Also, with regards to the RSI, it's reaching quite rapidly towards the 75 mark as well. So it's kind of the last wave, I must say, which can push another 50, 60 points or 100 points higher towards 1.12 actually. So, but if you're still inclined to remain on the right side of the trade, then at least partial longs could be taken right now around 1.0943, around 45, and if it retraces low, I mean, you can add on to it. But in fact, in the portal, actually, we booked a partial profits right now. We still have a couple of positions active in euro, and we intend to take profits around 1.12. All right, but we've just taken partial profits in one of the trades in the euro and the dollar index as well. All right, but again, emphasizing the fact that the euro rally is still potentially midway. The upside targets remain around 1.16, 1.17. So it's always nice to have something on the long side. All right. Stop loss ideally remains around 1.05, at least for now, but we would be inclined to change it later on, unless we see a bearish divergence being built around the current price, and we expect that prices are reversing lower. I think we would keep the stop loss at 1.05, but otherwise we would be able to revise it very soon going forward. All right. So that is the story in the euro. Let's pick up the dollar index. As we were discussing in the Tokyo Sydney overlap as well, prices are rapidly dropping. I think we need to change the path further lower. We are very close to the first target around 102.36. Prices have literally dropped almost what 200 points from where we were last week, and at least 130-40 points from yesterday's intraday highs. So what we were interpreting as the dollar index might be very close to beginning the lower degree wave 3. That's what we are beginning. That's what we are witnessing right now, and it only adds to our confidence of the wave theory or the wave path that we have led. And possibly the next target is around 102.35, and possibly around 101 as well. So it's now releasing what it was holding back. since the last 48 hours. We were discussing even in the New York session that there might be some kind of fundamental event that the markets are waiting, and that was the Liberation Day or the tariff uh, effective day, the 2nd of April, right? And now, with the Liberation Day behind us, I think now we are seeing what we were just predicting or projecting in the past 2 days or so. So finally, dollar index is progressing well paced within the sub-minute wave 5 over here, gray, Roman gray, which would terminate somewhere close to 101 and also terminate the minute wave 3 orange before pulling back towards minute wave 4 orange. But I don't think it's going to give it so easily. It's not going to give it up so easily. Right now, we are already short from 104.50. In fact, we booked some partial profits at 103. I think it should have been lower actually, 102.80. I didn't see the price exactly. But whatever it is, we booked partial profits in the dollar index, and we would be more inclined to add further on a pullback. But it's not going to pull back so soon now. The initial target is around 101. All right, so it's going to be difficult to initiate short positions as we speak. It's already 150 points lower from where we were a couple of days back. So it would be wrong if I say you can hit the sell button right now as we speak. But if you're inclined, at least a partial short can be taken with some room on the north side. Maybe you can add further. All right. But those who have initiated short positions already, keep an eye on 102.35 and possibly 101 going forward. Uh, and some kind of profit bookings are expected towards those levels. All right. The stop loss right now we would keep it around 107, but going forward we can shift it towards 104.45, 104.50. I think if you're an aggressive kind of a trader, you can do it even now. You can shift it around 104.50 levels as the fifth wave of the sub-minute equity unfolds. All right. So that is the story. In the dollar index for now, it's firmly on the south side. Bears are firmly in control and looking to push, looking to drag lower and further. And what we would be more interested is taking some profits, which we have already done in the portal. But you might want to keep an eye on the 35 and 101 specifically. All right, but don't please book complete profits as the path which is laid here. You can see already that we are just in the minute 3 last wave of minute wave 3. All right, that's the one. We still have minute wave 4 and 5, which would terminate minute wave 3 and then 4 and 5. So going forward, we are looking towards 97, possibly 95, 96 as well. All right. So you might be booking partial profits around 101 and then 97 and then remaining around 95. But we are definitely comfortable around the short story now. I think we can remove that retracement. We can also remove that extension just to clear some cluster. Even in the Euro USD, I think we can remove that retracement and initial extension. All right. Okay. Now the next story would be for pound GBP USD 4-hour time frame. There is no doubt about what pound would be doing. As expected, it is now almost hitting the first target of the fresh Fibonacci extension. It has already taken out 30660. That the second target now comes around the 3200 mark, and it's going to be no surprise to see if the third wave easily goes and hits the 3200 mark. And that's why we were continuously referring since the last 48 hours that come what may, please remain on the long side, because it's just a matter of time before the corrective waves are done, and markets expecting the some kind of fundamental trigger, and it's all behind us now, as we all witness the third wave at a lower degree. But anyways, the third wave is a third wave, correct? Despite the fact that it's the third wave within the sub-minute wave 5, a third wave is a third wave, and it would move as it is with its own properties, with the fractal nature. All right, so expect this rally to terminate somewhere around the 3140 mark, and then a slight pullback towards lower degree wave 4 before the thrust wave towards 3295 and 3300. By the time we terminate wave 3 minute degree, I think we should be comfortably trading above 1.35. So please hold on to the targets which are not anymore required. I think we'll focus on these targets. All right. The only thing that I would watch out for is the RSI, which is now rapidly around 80 mark, 75. But there is going to be some pullback and a bearish divergence scenario before we can come to a conclusion that there could be a meaningful pullback underway. Right now, we are good to remain long with a potential target of 33 and 3500 going forward. All right. The next story is quite interesting, and it has always been interesting. Why? Because the yellow metal, which was expected around 3165 as discussed in the previous two sessions, is now giving up very sharply as expected. All right. Now, in the last session itself, we were trading, we just print a high. We just saw a high being printed at 3165, correct? And this particular, okay, we did enter aggressive shorts into the portal right after the session was done. And believe it or not, we are already taken aggressive profits and the aggressive shorts that we took earlier. So we've just covered 2000 points, that is 20 points in the ounce rate, right from 53 to 31. And tell you what, this drop might be unfolding as the first impulse. The current drop, I'm not saying it's definitely unfolding as an impulse, but that particular wave higher. Now, one more thing to notice here is if the corrective wave 4 terminated here, and then we got wave 1, all the way wave 2, wave 3 is going on right now, and that could be wave 4, okay? And if it is wave 4, then we might see wave 5 one last time pushing higher again. Now this is one way to look at it. The other way that I'm looking at in the chart is already we've got wave 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 complete, and we are now looking to break down lower. We get that confirmation once prices break below 3107. Because I am not a great fan of wave 2 triangles. So I think it was wave 1, wave 2, and then wave 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So wave 3 is going on right now. and if that is correctly being done, I think wave 3 would terminate somewhere. Let's find out. In the Elliott wave. Okay, now the simple extension is pointing towards 3096 already. And if we project the third wave is projecting towards 3118. And if we take a hypothetical wave 4 after that, you see that price action dropping towards 3200, 3102. So please don't be surprised if we are going to see the first impulse in the next few hours. By the time we are back in the New York session, maybe we might have gotten the first impulse drop in the metal, and we would be more inclined, more confident towards the conservative short positions that we have been waiting for until now. Leaving aside the aggressive shorts that we've taken last three trades, all of them were successfully uh, booked profits on, but finally they were all aggressive trades. But for the first time, if prices break below 3107, we would then issue a very confident trades on the short side for those who have been waiting for the price action confirmation and trading towards a trend. All right. So we might still have to wait for one more session, but believe it or not, we are very close to the first impulse wave being materializing in the next few hours. All right, so let's pick up. So those are the four primary stories, and Bitcoins and Dow Jones we can review when we come back in the New York Live, just in a few hours from now. All right, so let's keep this session short and sweet and bring it a pause here. We'll be back again in a few hours to touch base and continue from where we left. Uh, until the next one as well, always please do take care and God bless, and thank you for joining. Goodbye.